It has been a very long time since I've put out a video. I'm sorry. But I'm doing this as a stream, as you can probably see that way with chat. Am I streaming? I think I'm streaming. I am trying to play through maybe the whole Trials Evolution because I think, and I'm waiting to get official confirmation, but I think Trials Evolution was taken down from the Xbox Live Store, which means you can't buy it anymore on Xbox 360. It's never been made backwards compatible on Xbox One. So that kind of means if you don't own Trials Evolution, you may not be able to unless you get the PC version, which doesn't have the DLC. These are minor details, but for hardcore Trials people, this is a moment. So I wanted to celebrate
Ham is here.
with him rudely interrupting. So I'm going to start, and I wanted to start from this screen because you even have to listen. So I'm just going to turn up the volume and listen to the intro because this is one of the coolest. I mean, there's a few versions, but this is one of the coolest starts. Let's go. I hope it's not crashing.
Give me the keys to this motorcycle. Let me start it up. Yeah. Vroom, vroom. I'm ready to go. Time to let the Monday Nitro. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Lock up the basement and the front door. No one's coming in. Time trial. I'm getting ready, baby. I'm racing all night and wild. Everybody's here waiting to play. My high score stands all day. Yeah, here we go. Do not hold me back. Do not try to ride on the back.
I was muted. There we go. So that is this is a moment, man. I mean, I've still got the game, so I don't care. But yeah, and look, so Trials Evolution Gold Edition is still available. That's on Steam, available for PC. It has the base game of Trials Evolution, but doesn't have the DLCs. But come on, man. It's like 360 was kind of where it started. It's where it's at, and yeah, I'm in a little bit of mourning here. I'll be honest. Not really. It's it's like I play Fusion regularly. This is what 6-year-old game now. I can't be too upset, but yeah, it is. It's a thing, and it was an excuse to stream. So shut up and just watch, all right? I don't want to hear your nonsense. So that was the thing. Yeah, okay. So these are the parts that you can't get, I think, on Gold Edition. I ain't doing tutorials. I've done them before. Man, so I'm literally just gonna play this all the way through. I think I'm gonna go Scorpion, which is like the Roach of New. But now, so part of the reason why I wanted to do this on a stream and on YouTube is because I just think it'd be kind of cool if anyone's ever curious about, you know, what, oh man, this looks rough. I haven't played this for ages. I guess not only, I got a 4K TV recently, so I'm noticing the difference now. And the was the Xbox One X. So, but yeah, so this is this little, so many memories. But I gotta say, I do really love just the dirt and grit and the. And by the way, I'm not gonna speedrun. I don't remember any of the lines. I just want to play through these tracks. So yeah, I'm kind of just gonna play my way through. Feel free to share any Evolution memories. Have a little bit of a love-in right now. That'll be kind of fun. Okay, so here's my little shady anecdote on this track. At my best, oh, it's so loud. The bombs are quite loud. At my best, I think I was 9th. Let me just turn the game sound down a bit. I was 9th globally on this track. So I'm not anymore. That was many years ago. I was battling it out with a friend of mine who actually shout out to ACAB, ACAB from the UK, I think. Yeah, I used to battle it out with this dude, and we'd kind of push ourselves to about 30th. So yeah, look at that. So when I got that time, and it might be that time still, I was yeah, 9th global, and now look at that. But yeah, we battled it out. We used to push ourselves to about 30th global, and then on this one, we just kept going at it, and next thing you know, we were both top 10. And yeah, so in that week, we had to wait till like the end of the week to see who won, and I got 9th, thinking that was enough to beat him, and the dude pulled out a 7th place and got me. insane competition. But I tell you, if you ever want to get better at this game, find somebody you like, find somebody you hate, pick their time and beat it. And then find them on the next track and beat it, and send them a message and say, I got you. And you'll just start a battle, and I promise you, both of you will either end a friendship or become much better Trials riders. Oh, and yeah, look, Evo back. I mean, I was pushing for Evo backwards compatible like you wouldn't believe, but I mean, I've asked everybody. Hey, Anna, Rizza, Ham is here. Train. I don't think I said hi to you when you joined. Ruben. Anyone else? And a bunch of lurky lurks. I don't even like this bike, by the way, but I kind of have to play. And by the way, let me know. I think audio and everything should be sweet, but... Oh, and so this is the first track I think we're coasting, which is like just letting go of the gas. I think it helps at the end. I think it doesn't help there, because look where I land. I land in a bad spot, but yeah. There's a lot of spots. Actually, in braking too, you can almost coast this track, but there's a number of spots you want to minimize your height and land. See how far down the ramp I'm landing? You don't want to be doing that. But you want to land smoothly, so you're not doing that. Yeah. I just like the dirt and the grit. G'day, Cripple. What's going on? I don't know. There's something special about this game. I mean, I did speedrun most of these tracks. Like, I should have a look at my leaderboard positions. Oh yeah, I can't remember this one. There's a line through there you can kind of hit. Oh, green times, green times. I don't remember the line, so... Oh, 0.6. I just hit that start really good. Oh, I need to hit that. Damn it. Ah! This is the problem with this game, man. Like, there's that little sniff of a, like, leaderboard spot, and I'm like... And then 2 seconds off my best. I tasted it. Anyone here when I did that with Inferno 3? Still buzzing about that. I need a mute button, sorry. But look how simple, like honestly, this was a simpler time. I mean, this game, you think about this, right? The game was released in 2012, which means that the level designers were probably working on it in 10, 11 maybe, I don't know. But like, look at this compared to the tracks you're getting today. Like, it's a bit of terrain. Like, look at this. It's a bit of terrain. You know, a couple of wooden pallets, and everyone is like, this is like the greatest Trials game ever. And it is. I mean, HD for me still holds a special place because that's what got me hooked. But this is a really good Trials experience, and look how simple it is. And this is the thing about, you know, Trials. It doesn't have to be, you know, glossy and fancy. I think the pure, just, you know, the writing lines and the physics, and that's kind of it. And I mean, yeah, I always sort of say the warehouse was fine. I was happy for it to stay in a warehouse if it wanted to, you know. I kind of vaguely remember some of the, like, speedrunny parts of these, but I really don't. And as you'll see, oh my gosh, as you'll see by my times, I do not remember these lines at all. And this is why I guess I can't be, yeah, I'm not being too precious about the fact that, you know, you can't buy it anymore. And I think, yeah, someone said in the chat maybe it wasn't selling. Maybe that's true. Like, maybe it kind of hit a point where they're just like, it's not worth it. But I always wonder, with like digital sales, surely it doesn't, I mean, you know, effectively doesn't cost you anything. I'm sure there's a fraction of a cost, but surely there's no cost to sell more units. It's not like you're printing discs or anything. Yeah, and I think that's, yeah, blubby, simpler. And I think, Ham, I'll summarize your post by saying it's sort of cohesive. Yeah, it just kind of works. Just the simplicity of just the timber objects, and it's just timber and concrete and dirt. And that's kind of enough. So Cripple, had you not played before? Like as in the Xbox? Are you a Master Race dude? Shout out to Blubby. I gotta get off this bike soon, but for the moment this is the right bike to be riding this on. And I think, yeah, I mean, if you only got this game recently, Cripple, I think it's not that big of a transition. Like, I think the transition from HD to Evo was massive. The transition from Evo to Fusion wasn't as bad. And Flevo, again, I'll clarify. Oh, I've got to do this shortcut at least, because I used this in one of my original videos. That time saver there is awesome. So Flevo, it is not available from what we've seen. It's not available on the Xbox Marketplace for 360. Can I get time saver here too? Nah. Oh, I shouldn't have restarted the track, but I want that time saver. There we go. Yeah, so on the Xbox Marketplace, it's no longer available for purchase. You can still play it, as you can see. But yeah, you can't purchase it anymore, I think. Now, I have reached out. I do know... So, the guy who was the producer... The guy who was the producer for... Oh my god, just restart the checkpoint. The guy who was the producer for Evolution, I got to meet in 2012, and I've kind of kept in contact with him, and I reached out to him from Microsoft and just said, you know, does this, like, is this going to impact leaderboards if it's not available in the marketplace? Like, did they just remove the link to the store, or are they going to kill, like, the servers that the data sits on, or what are they doing, you know? It'd be nice to know. There we go. There we go. Ah, I still missed it. You can clear this run as well, if you get that angle right. Oni Step. Yeah, playing some Evo. Playing the whole thing, hopefully. I'll see how my back and the number of beverages I have. We've already got a Master Race conversation going. I like it. I like it. It's not. You know what? Gaming is the ultimate winner. Just let people enjoy what platform they're comfortable on, and who cares? Seriously. Just don't have... Oh, actually, there's a secret here. How do we get that secret? See, as I'm playing this now, I'm remembering stuff. There's a secret here. How do you unlock it? I feel like you got to do something. Does anyone remember something there? Maybe. Oh no, it's here. Oh, it's that bomb. You've got to... I think you've got to sit up here and wait for that bomb. Something. Oh, there it is. It's gone down now. You gotta zero fault it. Alright. Yeah, I'll see how I feel, but oh god, that. Alright, so that thing is up at the moment, right? The plunger explosive thing. I think you just have to sit here. Anyone remember? Encryptors, dude, get some sleep. I mean, obviously after I finish streaming, of course. Does anyone remember how to trigger this? I feel like I just sit here or something. No, it's not a squirrel. It's something else. Go back. Roll back. Oh, so okay, so you have to go up to here and then roll back. I knew it was something to do with that. Okay. Oh well. There's an explosive, that roof drops down and there's stuff there. Next CP, then roll back? Ah. Oh well. Get the game yourself. I'm so impatient and I hate the Twitch lag. If anyone's really curious, let me know. I'll go back and do it, but... Yeah, Blubby, come on, man. You know me. I can barely concentrate on one thing at a time, and playing games and reading Twitch and then dealing with the lag in between typing and speaking, it's a lot for me to process. Ah, dude, yeah. No, I've kept my 360 actually plugged in and like ready to go purely for this game now. Everything else that I play is backwards compatible, or I just don't play it anymore. But to make sure I've got this available for streaming is pretty much the only reason why my 360 stayed around. Oh. Yes, actually, so here's the question. Before I promise people I'm playing the whole game, how long will it take? Oh, and I'm not, and actually, yeah, I've still got plats I haven't got. Yeah, this one's just got a really tough line. I remember this because there's a bunch of places where you've got to go really slow, and then you've got to clear that without hitting it and land. I think you've got to land on that downward angle piece, if I remember correctly, to get the boost. Alright, Blubby says an hour if I speedrun. I can't. Oni Step says an hour and a half at most. I'm going to go with him and say it's going to take about 2 hours. And that's cool, because that's kind of... That seems to be my limit for stream. These dudes that do these 24-hour streams are freaking insane. Yeah, I got 2 hours in me max. I'm too old these days, man. Oh, this is a nice track. Get up there. Can you go over that? Sorry. This is what... Oh my... I left the track to change bikes. I didn't change bikes. Let's try again. Guess and go. Phoenix. See, I feel like there's a fender there. No, there's not. Well, maybe there is. By the way, there's no reason why I want to do this. I just... Nah, I can't get that grip. Alright. You barely sit still for 30 minutes. Yeah, I get that, man. I certainly can't keep quiet, so I'm fine to just talk. But yeah. Actually, it's funny because I've started playing with my controller under the desk to try and minimize the sort of clicking noise, but it makes me like hunch over the desk and just end up with a ruined back by the end of this. What, Ham? Aww, sad face. All of a sudden realizing PC isn't the master race. Oh, Blubby. Dude, if people haven't seen Oso put out a highlight reel of the stream that we all did, there's some classic moments from when, you know, Blubby, myself, a few of us were over in Helsinki. Classic moments, and I still have Blubby, that scene of you where they talk about doing like a PC stream next week, and there's just your face just going, yes. Go and check out that video. If somebody wants to post a link in the comments and they're a mod or something, they're allowed to, or if a mod can allow someone to do it, please do. It's worth everyone checking out. I ran that track so poorly, but these are cool tracks. No way, Meza. Really? I've often... I don't seem... Yeah, I'm not even sure if... I've always thought that showing the controller on screen doesn't actually help anything. Like, I've seen... Like, I've toyed with it on streams before, and I've always thought if I ever redid my sort of detailed tutorials, I'd probably include one. But, yeah, but that's interesting hearing you say the noise helped you. That's crazy. Oh, that's bouncy. They still haven't streamed after all that. Classic Red Links. This one had a really cool line because, oh, and here. Oh, look at that. Oh, nails that part at least. This is where you learnt about coasting. If you didn't know, now you know. Let go of the gas. That was a mistake. Whoosh. Oh, only just gave me the finish line. Someone should do a coasting tutorial. I did. Yeah, I did. That was my problem. I did like a lot of the technique stuff on the evolution, like the early Uni trials, like the first sort of 8 lessons, like the real professional ones that I did, and then never sort of revisited them. Oh, this one. Oh, so what you got to do here? You fly over this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You got. Ah, is that tire glitching? It looks like it. And what you got to do is you had to come over here and then you had to sink your butt down. So if you just rode normally, it just gives you like that little boost. But if you put your butt into it, nope. How did you do it? That was the technique though, right? Yeah, look at that extra launch. Like, people figured this out. I don't know how. I mean, probably just by accident. But you got so much bigger boost. Like, all it's supposed to do is give you this. Just that little boost, right? I can't even get it right now. Oh, whatever, I don't care. But basically, if you like speedrun this track, you got a massive boost from that thing, and you launch yourself over this whole section up to probably here, I think. Oh, you got to go in with more speed. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was, to be honest. Oh, that's another one that, yeah, that's a little more powerful. But so, and this was a frustrating track, and even these parts, because yeah, you'd think you're doing well, and sometimes, and you kind of had to get your body weight right, anticipating how the boost was going to hit you to get you level by the time you landed. No, Maiden, what they're doing is stopping it being available for sale on Xbox 360, which sounds silly, I guess, because who does it? But it's the first time that any Trials game has stopped being sold. Actually, I just realized that. Is that true? I mean, like I said, we got the PC version. It's the DLCs really you're missing out on, but they were very good. Anyway, it's just an excuse to stream, to be honest. And it's one of, if not the best Trials game, so. Oh yeah. And like that was cool. I mean, it was unnecessary, but it didn't really get in the way of anything, so I didn't mind it. Yeah, and I thought it'd be a cool idea to play through the game, and if people want to see the tracks, they can see the tracks and remember. And people that haven't played, or PC people, or I don't know, PlayStation people or whatever, never got a chance to check this out. So yeah, this is my little homage. Yeah, looking forward to getting to the harder tracks, to be honest. But like these are they're just nice driving lines, and they're simple, but they're fun. Ouch. Oh, is that gold edition you're saying, Encryptors? Like it wasn't good? Oh, Way the Ninja. Actually, I played that recently on stream, I think. I did this a little while, like I select a few of these tracks a little while back. And yeah, to me, the sweet spot is kind of hard to extreme in these games. Ah, is it? Yeah, that's unfortunate. And that's what I mean. That's unfortunate. Like, oh, here we go. This is another secret here. Actually, it's hard to hit though. Because of that. That's why. Oh, got it. You guys have seen this stuff before? And man, if you haven't, just search Trials Evolution Riddle. Just search it. So I'm going to teach you Göbekli Tepe. Place in Turkey. Incredible. Research it yourself. That's all you need to know about that place. That's really cool. Göbekli. G-O-B-E-K-L-I-T-E-P-E. It's worth a read. Like, just Wikipedia. Check it out. Fascinating. How's Nake's here? How you doing? Actually, I forgot that little backflip off those barrels makes that a lot easier. Oops, oops, oops. I got you. Come on now, Encryptors. We're Trials people. We're not just meathead video game people. We're a little bit up here as well. Nice. A healthy mix there, Encryptors. Alright, just for Blubby's curiosity. Hey Tom, what's going on? I'm gonna freaking stupid. And that's like, this is part of the problem. They're not cleaning up leaderboards anymore. Oh god, I just remember I gotta play Gigatrack. I'm not watching this crap because it's glitched and stupid. Like, that's stupid. Look at all this shit now. No, that's another glitch, isn't it? I'm looking at the The rider. Alright, boards is legit. There we go. And you see, if you're ever... Look, straight over those cars. Oh, like the timing. Like, that's the thing. You have to be a good rider to understand how great riding is. Oh, so perfect. No, Tom, I've asked a dude that I know at Microsoft to see if I can get any response to just ask the question. I mean, I can ask Red Links. I don't even know if they're going to know. GG boards. GG boards. Did I just do that one? No, I did that one. Didn't. No, I did that. Peer pressure. Yeah, well, okay, well that's good to know him. I mean, I haven't cared about leaderboards since probably this game. And I mean HD was probably my peak. But yeah, for people that care about leaderboards, I get that it's very important to keep them clean. And I'm hoping my description was clear enough. It's hard to put in a whole statement about what happened, and to be honest too, we're just piecing this together ourselves. I mean, someone mentioned on, and sorry for not acknowledging who told me, but someone just mentioned to me on Twitter, it's gone from the store. I searched it, I couldn't find it, and then I kind of, you know, took that as verification to say, well, it's off the store. Now, if people see it somewhere, prove it wrong. If it's was a incidental deletion and they're gonna put it back, who the hell knows? But yeah, so there we go. Oh, I've got no music. Have you noticed that? I kind of feel like this game's music didn't suck. And I probably turned it off. Wow. Sorry, that was 32 freaking minutes of just hearing my soothing voice. Sorry. That was a big screw up by me. Really sorry. But I ain't going back and redoing 30 minutes of playing. What the hell? Oh, and you know, how silly am I? The helmet I'm wearing is like is that the Ghost Recon helmet? Because there was an achievement and I did that one recently. That's why I'm not wearing my squirrel. A lot of coasting on this track too, I think. I remember screwing up on this track a few times, like in these little gaps, like trying to speedrun this. Because there's a few spots where, like there, where you can easily screw it up. I mean, look, and this is the thing, I mean, I'm not even going to feel stupid if that happens. Like, if Microsoft have decided to, like, somehow take it off the store and then make it backwards compatible and then bring it back, I mean, that's something that we would want. I doubt very much they would, not say care enough, but like it's not like Trials Evolution isn't the biggest thing for them. But if they did, I wouldn't feel stupid because I just get what I want anyway. So, happy days. Let me have that. Nope. Oh, and I had a look too. You know, on the backwards compatible, there was like a your voicey type thing where you could actually say which games you wanted to come and like vote for which games go backwards compatible. This just hit over 10,000 votes when it went off their store. So, if anyone was curious, I already looked it up. Dead. D-E-D, dead. Oh, this is the... I liked how far you could go without hitting a fail zone. I missed that about this game. I like being able to... Nah, they wouldn't. Well, they could do it. I mean, that'd be cool if they did it on Game Pass. But I think... I mean, cool if that... Because, hey, look, having it on... The reason why I say that, not because it's cool in general, but if they did that, it would mean that a whole bunch of people could find Trials. And a great Trials game. So, that would be cool. I'd love to know how... Actually, has anyone looked at leaderboards since Fusion was free on Gold to see how the Xbox leaderboards jumped? I haven't even gone back and checked. Someone go and do that if you're bored. Because it was a couple of million, I thought. So I'd be curious to see how many people. Like, just look at the leaderboard and how many players are on the overall leaderboard on the first track. Like Turbine Terror, whatever it is. Oh. That's the finish, though. That's the finish. 7 seconds off my best. Actually, in Cryptos, that's not that many, man. I would have thought it'd be more. I mean, 300,000 is... $300,000's a good number, but... Yeah, I guess that's pretty awesome. I'd love to know, because actually, look, so I'll give you some hope for me about building the Trials community. Tomb Raider, not the latest one or two, whatever the first sort of really good one was, about 2, 3, 4 years ago maybe. I picked it up on a Steam sale for like $5. Like, I'd heard great things about it, but I was never into Tomb Raider, never played the previous versions on PlayStation, and just, yeah, didn't really care. Picked that up for $4.99 on a Steam sale. Was one of the best gaming experiences I had that year, and I'm now a Tomb Raider fan. I kind of like to think that out of those 300,000 people, a bunch of those people are going to be like, I just picked this thing up because it was cheap and a bit of fun. And some of them get hooked, and, you know, in the future, they're joining us as awesome Trials community people. That'd be nice. That'd be really freaking sweet. The pointy boobs. See, I didn't grow up in the pointy boob. I mean, I grew up in the pointy boob era. I just didn't see them. And it's funny, the amount of messages that I get from people are like, oh man, you helped me so much before I could complete ninjas. And I'm like, so you're better than me now? Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate the message. So I've kind of stayed the same, but I mean, that's the cool grumpy old man that I get to be. Oh, yep. That wasn't a fender grab, that was an ass grab. I'm calling that an ass grab. Nope, nope, nope. Yes, yes, yes. Bud clenching, oh my god. Why? See, this is why I'll never be successful in life, because people can come up with stuff much better than I can. GG on the butt clenching. That is the technique. My leaderboard times on these suck too. Is that 4,000? Man, the old me that used to never let that slide. I'd be like, I gotta be top 1,000, gotta be top 500. But not actually, not on the easier tracks. I think, you know. Oh, beating my personal best. Oh. And that's how quick it goes. Oh, this stupid thing. It gets me every time. It's cool, but it's cool. I just... So many speedruns, I'd like screw that up and just get the landing wrong. Like I just did. Oh my, what? I don't even care about restarting. It's a nice track. Not too much air there. Half a second too much air. What the hell was that? You like the spinning loading thing? Damn it. And I don't even remember these tracks. Look at that, 1.2 seconds. Hey, Batsu. Is that September? The new Tomb Raider. Cool, cool. See there, that dude, ACAB. ACAB is the dude. I have to credit him with a lot of my Trials writing skills, because it was hatred in a competitive, friendly way. But I saw him winning this Xbox.com, Xbox forum, Xbox UK forum, and he would win every single week. And I'm like, dude, I can take this guy down. And he was actually a really legitimately very good writer. And for some reason, the drive to take him down, and the two of us just wanted to go at each other. We got to the point where the rest of the competition was, yeah. I mean, actually, no, Rude Mod and a few other, I think, was it Rude? And 7 UM or something. Scottish or Irish guy? A long time ago now. But there was a few of us. But it was mostly ACAB and I. But I was spending 10 hours a week on one track to get those times. Which is sometimes what you got to do if you want to be, you want to be a awesome speedrunning dude. You got to put the time in. But yeah, for some reason, just that challenge with him motivated me to learn and get much better. And if you haven't had that kind of moment with someone, start one. Honestly, it's so cool. Oh no, you got to hit that slower. I remember now. I remember now. Oh, and hey, if we're talking about... Sorry to get off topic a little bit, but if we're talking about other games... Quantic Dream's new one, Detroit Become Human. That's going to put me offline for like a month. Like, well, actually, no, it'll be a couple of weeks. I won't be doing much trial stuff in that time. That's like late September... sorry, September, freaking May, it is. Yeah, May, June, I'm not doing anything trials. I'm playing Quantic Dream's latest. Because that game is I'm a big Quantic Dream fan. And it's funny, I remember playing this game when it first came out, and it really did bend your mind. Now it's fine. I say it's fine. We'll see. Nope, I screwed it. It's a trippy track. And it was funny too when I first started playing. I know I was on HD actually. I started playing, and my goal was to beat. So I wasn't worried about leaderboard positions, but I had to beat my friends on every single track. And that was always just the way I gauged if I was good. I was sort of just dominant of all my friends, and I was known for being like the Trials dude, and it was awesome. And they were kind of like my gaming friends. And then I get into like the Trials community and jump on the forums and meet a bunch of people. And what do? You add a bunch of friends. And all of a sudden, I'm the best at Trials in the world ego in check. Immediately, I was like off the front page. I couldn't even, like I wasn't like top 10 on anything anymore, and I probably never will be. Considering who my friends are these days, I don't think I ever will be. And I came to grips with that. Hey, Lars! GG on the graduation. Yeah, you like the little sub gif. You know what? And just because it makes me happy. Oh, come on. What's the point of having a soundboard if you can't? The moment was gone. The moment was gone. Now, Limbo. Now, I don't like this track, by the way, from a driving line perspective, but the design and execution is incredible. No, it wasn't Platinum on Way of the Machine. It was Pipephobia, I think. I think Brad has clipped it for me. I'm pretty sure it was Pipephobia. Stupid track. Yeah, I don't enjoy this track at all, actually, but it is like, as someone who played and really enjoyed Limbo, I absolutely love how they've made it. I just don't like it as a Trials track. Damn it. Oh, thanks, Snake. That's weird. It didn't. Oh, Devils is here. All the cool kids. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about that track that never clicked with me. Visually, I loved it. I love the execution. And sometimes it's like that, right? You're like, I love what you've done with the track. I just don't love the track. Oh, this was always one of my things. Oh yeah, actually, it's funny. I always use this as like a place to train for big bunny hops, to get up onto here, and then like verticals back when I couldn't do them. Yeah, to be able to get up to that platform seemed like a difficult thing to do. Now it's effortless. I remember spending a lot of time like trying to perfect the bunny hop and the techniques required to do that. Wow. It's just seeing how easy I just did that then, like it's nothing. Makes me realize how far I've come. Oh, that's a lift. Oh, that's a lift. Afghan. Assalamu alaikum. عليكم السلام كيفك؟ الحمد لله. There you go. Damn, 82 on Limbo? That's nice, man. Oh, I remember speedrunning this track too. Horrible thing because of... Actually not horrible at all, that's actually nice. Yeah, Encryptor's... Yes, you should sleep. And this is both your friend and your professor talking. Tree hugger glitch? Which one was that? Oh no 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 no. Remind me what the tree hugger glitch is, because I don't think I know that by name. I feel like I do. I feel like I've seen it. Yeah, I figure it's on the track. The track's called Tree Hugger, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not playing around with glitches. Oh, I have seen. All right, let's go back and check. All right. I do remember seeing. I don't think I've ever done it. Oh, it's not here though. It's the... It's this log, isn't it? Where do you stop? Oh, is it? Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I can see it twitching a bit. Yeah, I have no idea how to even trigger it, so... Jobs. You say that, but what was the underground one that everyone ended... Everyone ended up doing the one on underground. Oh yeah, I can see it there. I got no idea how to trigger it, so whatever. Yeah, that underground one nobody wanted to do. And I liked my run on underground, but I kind of had to because I was leaderboarding at that point. Yeah, no, if it's one of the ones that's like hard to pull off, I'm not going to try and do it live if I haven't played it for years. I remember this, that part stuffing me up quite a few times. I'm trying to get a nice run. And that, oh, and that one too. Yeah. I remember all these things that the mistakes I've made 1,000 or more times. Bakamatsu. Dude, I'm probably going to stream the rest of the game. So at least another hour, maybe more. And I'm sorry, because you know what? And I felt a little guilty because I did see your tweet. And I was like, that's bad timing, but literally I haven't streamed for ages, and I'm like, you know what, I kind of need to do it now while the children are asleep and while I have the energy, and if I don't, it's never gonna happen. So apologies if it's messed up your schedule, man. But do you? You do you. You know. You feel like streaming, stream. Nope, missed it. Ah. Here we go. Yeah, the spikes part, I agree with you. Dude, I don't have a schedule. Don't think I do. Alright, I'm gonna go Scorpion on this one. Actually, before I do, I'm gonna grab a drink because this is a 7 + 8 minute track. So I'm gonna grab a drink. You can just listen to these soothing tunes. I'll be back.
Lock it down heavy. Get ready. Let's go. Yeah, I fly with it, but on the road. MPH is red line wherever I go. I mastered this. No helmet though. Gary Busey style. You already know. Yeah, I'm like the daredevil. You know the style. West Coast. No snow for miles. Highway. 80 miles. I do it my way. High as the clouds.
He's back. That's better. So he's reading chat. Actually, if you find me starting to restart the track when I fault on this thing, just stop watching the stream because that's gonna be a long one. Actually, you know what? Every time Gigatrack is talked about, there's people that love it and people that hate it. Let me know. I should probably organize a poll in chat, but I don't care. Just let me know. For or against Gigatrack. Like in a Trials game. Because I get why it upset a lot of people, but I also get it's partly because of that it became so memorable. I'm even on the fence, but I think all things being equal, I would probably be okay with another Gigatrack. So yeah, what do you reckon? Yes or no? And I'm not gonna watch that now, Encryptus. Sorry. Gigatroll. Yeah, well that's true, man. Oi. And here was my worst thing. I was running a competition with a bunch of people I knew, and I pick a track every week, and we all see who can get the best times. I think in our second week, I picked Gigatrack, and we ended up having speedrun challenges where I had to beat and rebeat my personal best to take the lead back from people. I think my time on here is still that time, which is like 6:49 or something. Anything under 7 minutes I thought was pretty good. Yeah, Lars is in, Jerbs is in. No, I couldn't be bothered creating a poll. Do I create a poll? Nah, how many people are here? Nah. You know, I don't know. Nah. Well, it's just marginally too much effort. Twitter would be easier to create it, but then I can't do anything with the answer, so like it really doesn't matter. But I've always been curious if others wanted it or felt it was just too trollishly stupid to have back. Oh really? Well, Boards has got a sick time on everything though, so you can't really. Should add that. Even the checkpoints were long, because I think there was limitations on this on how many checkpoints you could have. So the distance in between these checkpoints is quite big. And I got the impression that the level designers for the game hated this track because of how big it was. And they're like, dude, we make like 30, 40-second tracks. What are you doing to us? That's why it's just a lot of terrain and stuff, because... And even the object limits in this were a lot tighter, weren't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this like maxed out the checkpoint count. What am I? I'm only like 3 minutes halfway through. Less than halfway. Yeah, well, and this is the whole thing about endurance. Like, Zoni's saying here about it took forever to plat. That's why these tracks are both good and bad. I actually look at Way of the Ninja, Way of the Machine as the same thing, even though they're extreme difficulty. Their difficulty doesn't necessarily come from the obstacles. Like Way of the Ninja, for example, isn't like checkpoint for checkpoint. I don't think is as hard as some other tracks. But when you make someone have to do it faultless for 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes of extreme difficulty checkpoints, it becomes a much harder challenge. Damn it, that was a big checkpoint too. Sorry, had to adjust my itchy nose. No, Devils. Have you not played Devils? Have you not played Evo? Yeah, man. Later, dude. If you are streaming, enjoy. Have fun. People want to go check him out? Go. Go. Leave me. I'll be here for hours. Go and check him out. Give him a follow as well. Awesome dude. Yeah, Way of the Machine is actually long and... I don't want to say this sentence. Because it just gets clipped and edited and all of a sudden I've said it's long and hard. And I don't want to be the long and hard guy. But Way of the Machine is long and hard. Oh no, no. What am I doing? What is your problem, Snake? Is the first track you go to? That's stupid. That's insane. Yeah, I remember this section here because like this is just awkward when you don't want to go. I think I ended up just going high because it was safer. Yeah. And there's these little indents coming up in a second that screwed me up so many times. These ones. Who designs that? That would happen to me so often. So hold on, Devils, you never played. Oh, and what's with the real name references, Devils, man? Come on, dude. We're not those people. We're gamers. We don't use our real names. Like I go out of my way to forget people's real names because I'm like, you're this person to me. You're not. Yeah. I don't mind, by the way. It just feels weird. Oh, and this section too. This section, look at this. What an insane thing to put at this point in the track. And so this was the first game with the curved driving lane, wasn't it? It must have, yeah. And I will say, Devils, though, we are on first name basis, so we cool. You're allowed to do that. I don't care. Yeah, like at some point, your real name is just not that much of an issue, and it's funny. If anybody ever wanted to know who I am, I've written articles about trials, and my real name gets used. I did an interview many, many years ago. Real name got used, so yeah, whatever. I don't really care. Just in the trials context, Shady Professor, that just feels a bit better. Wow. Okay, well this is a cool stream for you then, Devils, because you'll never get to see this. And if you didn't know Giga Week, I mean, because that's the thing, you missed out on so much. Yeah, I know. Hey, this is 2 minutes behind me and shit, 3 minutes behind Boards. That dude's insane. Yeah, so my best was, yeah, must have been 640 something. I can't do maths. 640. No, I can't do it. Yeah, good luck getting the PS4 Master Race off the ground. Yeah, Devils, I forgot your real name already. I don't think I used it the whole time I was with you. I think I only remember Swamp Balls and Fluffy. I don't really remember many others. Oh, and Blubby, actually. I remember Blubbies. Actually, this track is a really fun one to speedrun, by the way. Really fun. And I think because it's so short, oh, you gotta hit that so sweet. Oh, no. Yeah, so you go up here, cheat that. That slow here. Big launch over that, front flip. That over there. That, and then slide out. We're on first name basis, that's why I don't mention the demon part. Devils is your first name, what's the problem? Now you're making me feel bad. Your first name is Ham. What's the... That's not fun. I just think gaming names are more fun. Like, our real names are usually boring. I mean, if you've got a really cool real name, like, go and use it, but mine's not particularly interesting. Oh, here we go. Oh, he nailed it. No, I didn't. Trying to get that on a run. Tough. Doable. This had a lot of physics. Oh. Ah, and these things too. No. Because I think you can launch from this one and get up there. Yeah, with the right technique. Borderlands 2. I think I do. Oh, Ham doesn't sound. It's Kinku. That's that's what we call Ham from now on. I'm doing that. K-I-N, is it K-K-U? Kinku is here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. How do I edit? How do I edit? How do I edit? I don't even know if that's the right spelling. I'm just at least correct me. Like I'm right, aren't I? Like that is the Finnish word for ham. So kinkku is here. I'm funny sometimes. So this is the thing. I figured this out a long time ago, especially when I was doing, like, before I could stream. To do anything in the YouTube space, you kind of have to be able to sit in a room by yourself and make yourself laugh. Like, when you think about that, that's not as easy as it sounds. And things like I just did then, I don't care. Like, there's a 30-second delay. I don't know if you're going to find that funny, but I can giggle my ass off at it. Oh. Underneath. There we go. Over the top. There we go. This had a nice... This line to finish this on the speedrun was really tough, because this part was tough to get right, and then you end up... Oh, you've got to hit that... Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, you do. You've got to go slower there, and then get a boost off here for the launch. I can't believe, Ham, that worked out so well. Like, there's, I only know like maybe 5 or 10 Finnish words, and ham happens to be one of them. And only because if you can go to a place and if you know the words for chicken, ham, and cheese, you're gonna be fed alright. And if you go to France, know the word for duck. You'll be good. I remember this had like a... This was sort of the starting of some of the more technical lines. Not like for... Just like a lot more slowing down and, you know, hopping between platforms and just getting angles right and stuff on like these sections. To get a good, yeah, got a good time. Yeah, kinda kinkku juosto. It's alright. You know it, no one else, well, others don't. Well, that was more the patonki, le patonk issue. It was more his pronunciation, or his thinking he knew the word for baguette was actually the problem. Oh no, there was a ham incident as well. You're right. Yeah, one time he ordered a plate of ham and he got a plate of salmon, and one time he wanted to get a baguette, but because the Finnish word for baguette is patonki or something, he ordered a le patonki because he thought patonki was French. No, baguette is French. Patonki is some crazy Finnish crap. And he just thought if I just put le in front, it's like le patonki. I'm gonna have to spend some more time with Auntie to get some more Auntie stories. I did have another naked sauna with him last time I was there. So there's that. And he's the only person in the world that can say another naked sauna. It's not the first time I've been naked with him, so. Yeah, we went to actually, so here it is. We went to a, what was a swimming hall, Hall, swimming hall, in Auntie's broken English, I heard swimming hole, and I was thinking it was like just like a natural spring or like some nature place where there's water and it's like a swimming hole. That's what I'd think a swimming hole is, and it was actually just a swimming pool. So yeah. I still don't really like. Do I like this? I don't know if I like this track, to be honest. I think I don't. I guess yeah. I shoveled snow on his front steps, and that was bought because I'm Australian and I've never shoveled snow before. It's not as much fun as I thought it would be. Is that the surgery one, Devils? Who performed surgery on himself? I don't know if you've seen that video. Now the problem is, Zach, you'll clip naked sauna and I'm not long and hard. Which, to be fair, was true. Well, it was different this time because the first time that we did the like naked sauna was with a bunch of mates. Just still kind of weird to just get naked with your friends, but we did, and it was like awesome. Like I enjoyed it thoroughly. But this time was different because it was like a public place. There was like 4 or 5 other naked Finnish men that we didn't meet, and you just sit amongst other naked men, very sweaty, and you know, Auntie and I are just having a chat and talking away, and other dudes are just relaxing, and then we go have a ice bath, and it was a very Finnish experience. And we did clown diving too, which it turns out I'm very scared of heights. He got me. He's tried 2 or 3 times to get me jumping off like the diving boards, and I think I finally convinced myself to like launch myself off the 5-meter diving board, but that's kind of my limit because yeah, I'm pretty soft when it comes to heights. No, it's no, Blubby. All right. Do I sauna often? Okay. It is currently 19 degrees Celsius at 11 p.m. Why would I go and have a sauna? It was 30 degrees Celsius here today. There, that guy, P7, Kobe, Defoliator, Cagball, Ben1. Some cool names, man. No, I'll put it this way. I've had more saunas in Finland than I've had in Australia. Oh, this is a nice track. Oh, no, that was a mistake. Oh, that's right. There was a challenge here to stay on fire the whole time. You see how you drive through water? There was a line you could pick through here where you could... Oh, that there. There's a line you could pick through there where you basically didn't touch the water, and if you got it just right... I remember this too. You had to wait for that gate to open. See? But it was possible to... Better do this because I'm talking about it. Do that. Give you a little boost. No, Blubby. So the whole trip, I was sick. Not massively, but I had like a runny nose and sore throat. I was on medication every day that whole week. It was like the worst I've felt. Even though it didn't stop me doing anything, I still just didn't feel myself. The best I felt in the whole trip is when I came out of the sauna. and seriously, it felt amazing. So I'm a sauna convert. I love them. I just, yeah, didn't, just don't do them at home. But again, culturally, it's not a big thing in Australia. Because we're just like, dude, I don't want to get hotter. We're hot enough. Was I shocked? No. I've known Auntie for too long to be shocked about anything anymore. And it's funny with him, like, sometimes you're like, okay, is he just playing up for the cameras and having a bit of fun, and, you know, he has quiet time, and he does. Like, I've had quiet time with him, and we've just sat and spoken and, you know, shared a meal, and it's cool, but no, he's... then he'll be like, here's a video of my surgery that I did on myself, because I didn't want to wait for the doctor, because it would take too long. Oh yeah, check out, seriously, save that clip that, or that video that Ham just sent around, Kinku, sent around, and have a look at it. It was really funny. I'm so glad Osa did that. Like, I forgot how much fun we had on that stream. Should be able to make that. Oh, this thing here. Oh, trying to hit that smoothly. Yeah, trying to land down here and then hit this. Oh. That was a Men from the Boys type of moment. What was that? Slow there, big jump there to clear the bottom section. This is where, like, yeah, speed running this, it got not super technical, and it's a short track, but yeah, you really had to get those angles right. That was a nice track. That was a fun one to speed run. Satch! Hey, hey! Oh, that's right. Yeah, the start of this was a sort of just a climb up to that. So this is all just me remembering. Yeah, that was the run through the start of the track. Got a boost off that. Yeah, so these started getting really technical now. That light, I remember you could hit that light too. Like, all these little mistakes, like, we've made every one of these mistakes 1,000 times before we got that perfect run. I remember that too. It would always screw you up if you, like, there's a much smoother way to ride that. Not even that, like, I've done that on fast runs before. Infuriating. Oh, you like the shirt? My, Back to the Future Out of Time license plate. I mean, look, other people can comment about the physics. It's not. I don't think it's massively different. I guess it's different, but so I think I've said before, the jump from HD to this was much worse. My problem is, I don't feel like I'm doing these tracks justice because I'm not actually racing them that well. Because like this speed run was amazing. Supposed to land there. You kind of hop over this. You hit there, go down here. Flip there, over, flip there. Here, rear wheel it. Stuffed up. And that, because there's this little lip in the middle of it, you've got to hit, and then that isn't a straight transition. So you've got to hit this, and then still bounce there, but then get up over a vertical wall. But when you do it all in one run, it kind of just works. And then you don't want air there, you don't want to hit those steps. And you've got to come up here, over that beam, but then slow enough to get a bounce to get over to this. Super technical, that one. No. The Shank, the Xbox Live, Xbox Store, Microsoft Store, whatever they call it. They've taken Evo off the marketplace, so you can't buy Evo. It's still there. Leaderboards still seem to be functioning. I don't know if it's, you know, something else going on, but yeah, marketplace down, so you can't buy it anymore on Xbox. Now we've said PC Gold Edition still available, but doesn't have the DLC, and it was just an excuse for me to come back and play what was still one of, if not the greatest Trials games ever. Yeah, I was desperate for backwards compatibility on this. Like I would literally give away, sell, burn my 360 tomorrow if this came backwards compatible. I think. I don't think there's any games that I actually care about. I remember this too. This upper path, if you could get it right. Yeah. Bruce Wayne. Hey. Good seeing you. Thacker. Welcome. Now we're getting into some of the fun tracks. Yeah, I told you 1.5 hours. No way. 1 hour. Pfft. 2 minimum. And this is cool because it's on a moving train. So the train's moving underneath you. And the idea is you want to get up to that platform there to flip down to then get up here. But these cars are so just awkward shapes. No, and you had to rear wheel that section, rear wheel that, rear wheel that. Now you gotta be patient, and now go. And that was possible to launch yourself in one fluid movement over here as well. Damn, fatal. I hope it's not fatal. And that's a sincere wish. That sounds nasty. Why is this considered the best Trials? I'll let other people answer that while I do. I think it's just how well it was put together and how complete the levels felt. Like, HD was all in a warehouse, so you kind of had to forgive it, and it was amazing. And all previous ones were in a warehouse, so you forgave it from a design perspective. Oh, sorry, from a look and feel perspective, but you gave it excellent marks for track design and stuff like that. This one kind of took it to a whole nother level. It let you go outside. It made the environments much more rich. It still kept its real gritty, earthy kind of feel. It had cool music. It had awesome level design. The physics was really tight, and it just felt like they sort of perfected what they were trying to do. Plus, it had better functioning track central, a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, I think I would still say, technically, Fusion is the best Trials game ever made. And when I talk about technically, I'm talking more from the perspective that they've got the track central available to everything, the amount of objects and that type of stuff. I think is amazing. But I don't think Fusion looks, certainly the base game of Fusion looks anywhere near as good as this. And again, and that's a design thing. It was like the design for Fusion just felt, and I won't even say felt rushed, but it felt like they went too hard with a theme, which is this futuristic story thing, and it ended up making the tracks feel too similar, right? Where these are kind of memorable. There's a hook to each one. You kind of look at a track and it's like, oh yeah, cool. The Scrapyard one, I say they're memorable. I can't remember any, but you get the idea. There's something about them that sort of hooks you in. The one with the elevator, and you go, oh yeah, cool, elevation or whatever that's called. The one with all the tree hugger, the one with like the saws, the sawmill, tree hugger, that type of stuff. It was memorable, and I don't find as much of that with the base game of Fusion. So I think that's why it copped a bit of serve, and there may be some other hardcore Trials people that want to talk about whether physics were a problem or I don't know, whatever else. But yeah, I think we all this was just a really complete game. And even like the launch of Fusion, where you missed out on multiplayer for a while, and yeah, I think it just left a bad taste in people's mouths. Yep, and I think Snake said it better than I just did. I am Tree. Oh yeah, farewell as in farewell. God, I should have titled this better. Farewell as in farewell to Trials Evolution. Trials Evolution on the Xbox Live Marketplace. Wow, yeah, I just realized. Sorry. This almost feels clickbaity now, having to explain this so many times. Yeah, and Gerbs, I think, yeah, this on multiplayer, and even like the inclusion, because this is the one that had hardcore Trials, didn't it? Damn it. Yeah, I should have had that. The Donkey conversation is interesting. I actually preferred the HD Donkey until I realized it was just the turtle shrunk down to like 50%. And who was it? Was it Murdoch or someone that played this track at like a gaming expo and like zeroed it before the game was even released? I remember seeing a video and just being in awe. I'm like, I don't think I'll ever zero fault this track, and I can't believe you're doing that on like a show floor before the game's even out. You've never had time to practice it, and you can already zero fault the damn track. Now in hindsight, it's not that difficult. He says as he faults. That obstacle there took me so long to teach people. And this one's hard because you hit your head if you're not careful. It's possible to go over that finish line and not hit the finish. Yeah, it was Murdoch, wasn't it? Fishy Business was the first time that you really needed to, well, at least the first time I needed to learn how to do a rear wheel bounce for a speedrun time. There it is. Nope, stuffed it. Oh no. No, nailed it. Oh no, you got a flip there. Stupid, stupid, stupid Shady. Oh. You kidding me? I don't think I've ever done that. Yeah, Fishy Business was good. Oh really, Tom? That's interesting. Yeah, unfortunately, talking about Ghetto, I think, yeah, not everyone has all the capture gear. I'm kind of lucky I've built it up over time. Got like it takes a bit and it costs a bit to kind of get set up properly. Like I had some stuff, but my first videos, I had an iPhone on a tripod pointing at a screen while I played. That was my first videos and teaching people trials, which is so funny when I look back at it now. Nope. I remember this too, because you can just jump from here, right? So you'd think that's what... Oh, I can't go back. But yeah, there's actually like a flagpole lower down that you can actually go to that will make that jump, I think, easier, but a lot slower. Jerk car. Bombs explode. Yes, they do. And this next obstacle, to try and do this like that on a super speedy run, I don't know if I ever did. Like to just go from there. I probably should be able to now. I know at the time I was doing this, it was not something that was in my skill set on a zero fault run to be able to get up there. No, even now I still struggle with this. I don't actually know the technique to do that properly. Probably just a bit slower and jump, right? Let's try this. Yeah, okay. So what I ended up doing, even on my like platinum runs, was I'd go back here, and that just gave you that cheat to get up and over the top. And that was the way I always taught people to do it, because it's too hard if you don't have a consistent way, and that was the best consistent way that I could find. Oh, and this one too. One of the first times I figured out you could shortcut stuff. Like, how cool is that? Instead of doing that whole big backflip over the top. Yeah, right, Jerbs. That was the technique. Oh yeah. Who's asking this? Devils? Yeah, donations. I kind of feel like if people take the trouble, I should put something up there. I don't know. Now, this is one of my favorite tracks of all time. So if anybody remembers, this game had a phase where everyone was like grinding for cash. I think because they wanted some of the like the $1 million helmets and stuff. This was my grind track where I was getting about $700 for 35 seconds worth of work, which 35 seconds now seems like an impossibility. Wow. But yeah, I used to be able to pretty much consistently run this in 0 or you know, a small number of faults. And that's a tricky sort of overhanging obstacle. And this took so long to master. In the end, it's so simple. Like, but if you didn't know the technique, that took you forever. Are you a Twitch affiliate? Yeah, I mean, is that's where you can like have subscribers and stuff? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I am. I don't think I've never been paid a cent yet, because there's like a threshold of like $100 or something. So I still never hit that. But I don't think like that affiliate program. It's not like I didn't think the criteria for it were that difficult. Oh! I just realized I'm playing Way of the Ninja. So, such a good track. So I'm gonna be slow at this, by the way. Actually, and look at this. Sorry, I've got to show you this. That's like an upside down ski pole in a set of tires, and it makes a weird noise. Like, why? Why? To this day, I've never found a reason for that. Like, why the ski pole and why like the bird noise? Oh, you did Devils? Well, it was funny, man. When I started doing the Unia trial stuff. Yeah, right, Tom? Aim is spot on. It's like, that did, yeah. Put a ski pole and it'd be like it'd be like a ski stick and make a bird noise, and then yeah, that's that. And I'm not gonna ever tell you why. Yeah, well, speaking of Rooster Teeth, man, when I started doing Unia trials, I every now and again I'd get people jump into the comments and be like, "Oh man, you should speak to Jack." Like, who is this Jack? I have no idea. I'd never. I mean, I knew of Rooster Teeth. I'd heard of them. I had no idea who they were, what they. I mean, you know, I knew, yeah, loosely what they did. I didn't know any of their names. I've never seen much of their stuff. Might have seen a couple of odd videos. And then someone was like, I think they did like a trials in real life, whatever that series was called. And yeah, people were like, "Oh, you should talk to Jack." And I'm like, dude, I'm a nobody YouTuber from Australia. He's like some, you know, big time YouTuber. Dude, that just doesn't happen. But he was down at PAX Australia. I reached out to him to like, I was just thinking, you know, content for my channel. He's this big time guy. Oh, and I think we'd spoken. Sorry. He ended up replying to a comment of mine on YouTube. I think I posted a comment on one of his videos being like, "Oh, yeah, there's no way, you know, they're going to watch Unia trials." And like Jack responded. And he's like, "Oh yeah, of course we do. Like, it's awesome." So I was, you know, starstruck, stoked, whatever. And then I asked him for an interview at PAX, thinking I'd get 5 minutes of his time at the end of the day. Quick little video for my channel. Awesome. You know, that was enough. And then we finished the interview and he's like, "Oh, you know, what are you doing now?" I'm like, like nothing. You were my entire plan for the day. And he's like, "Oh, we're going out to dinner. Come with us." So I went out and had dinner with him on the first night I met him, which is just the quality of dude that he is. And then finished that up, and he's like, "Oh, we're having this like Australian Rooster Teeth. They're called Roo Teeth, which is, you know, kangaroo teeth. Pretty funny. Roo Teeth event that they've organised at this bowling alley, and we're like, you know, the guest of honour. Do you want to come to that as well?" So a couple of hours after meeting this guy, I've gone out and had a dinner with, you know, him and a few people, and then you walk in, and it was so cool. I walked in as like part of his entourage. So, you know, there's 100, 200 people waiting around to see these Rooster Teeth people, and I walk in with the crew, and I'm like, I have no right to be here. Like, literally, I don't know, weeks ago, month or two ago, I didn't even know who Jack was. and now I'm cruising in as part of his entourage into this thing. Now, as soon as I got in there, he goes off and plays, and he's a lovely dude, and I've met him multiple times since, and yeah, we got on really well. But it was just so cool, and then he went off, and he was just mobbed by people and fans and all this stuff, and I kind of just drank some rum and had a good time. But just what an awesome dude to just be that inclusive and be like, yeah, I'm just a nobody. Yeah, took me under his wing, and yeah, lovely dude. Alright, moment of silence. Moment of silence. Oops, it's already full. I wonder if I'm good enough to... No, I can't hop straight. Man, it's not that I've forgotten how to do this, it's just that I don't remember. Not true. Just can't quite get the angle right. That's the one. All the more amazing that I beat my personal best streaming this recently. Like, I think that was this year, wasn't it? One of the few finish lines you can get over without your bike getting over. It's kind of weird they let you do that. I would have expected them to put it a little bit back. That's cool. I'm still top 1,000 on him. Oh, actually, yeah, because that was recent. Alright, I'm not doing that, and I'm... Oh, what am I doing? So I'm not doing tournaments. Skill games... I think I'm going to skip these as well. There were some really interesting ones, but... yeah, I'm going to skip them. Oh, really? Snake, another video. So here's the problem. I have streamed for 2 hours. And I still have all the DLC to do. I'm not doing it now. I'm calling it quits, but this is going to be a 3-part series. Yep. 3-part series. The next 2, which I'll try and do over the next week or so, will be, the next, installments of my farewell to Xbox Marketplace, very specifically Trials Evolution. Yep, I'm tired, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm leaving. Thank you so much for hanging out. Is anyone else? Well, actually, no, you know what? I'm going to finish the YouTube recording and then I'll finish up my Twitch stuff. Thank you for watching. I promise I will make some more videos shortly. It's a lie. It's a lie. I will try to. But yeah, that's been fun. I'm going to bounce out of the YouTube recording now.